Just finished my 4th season.
4th season.
Yeah.
How long's the whole process been?
I got drafted in 2009. So, shit.
8 years.
8 years, yeah.
So you spent 4 years in the minors.
4 years in the minor leagues. And then 14 was my first season, yeah.
When you get that call to finally go up, what is that feeling? Like just
Thank God.
Long road. Here we are, final.
Brutal bus rides, charter flights, and show dinners.
And it's you guys in the minors play just as many games as the majors. You guys play a lot of fucking games.
140.
So many games.
Yeah, so many games with an off day a month. One. For your Latin lovers.
Where are the Reds minor league affiliates at?
Great question, Ty. From the clouds.
Billings, Montana.
You were in Billings, Montana?
Went to Billings, Montana.
How was that?
Loved it. Beautiful, beautiful place.
I'll tell you what. I know a couple Montanimals.
Yeah.
Good people. Every human I've met. You know the people from Montana? Evil Knievel is from South Dakota. No. He's from Montana. I think he's from Montana. Evil Knievel, the guy that killed Bin Laden, is from Montana.
Okay.
Colt Anderson, the quarterback in the worst play in the history of.
Yeah.
But he's one of my good friends. He's the actual Montanimal. A lot of people from Montana. Special teams coach for the Colts from Montana. Mark Mariani's from Montana.
Some of the most beautiful country.
How long were you there?
In the States. From June 1st through the end of the season. So June 1st. When I was they have
that single A?
It's short season. It's called Rookie League Short Season. So there's Rookie League, there's Low A, High A, Double A, Triple A, and then the big leagues. So our rookie short season is in Billings, and so I was there from June 1st through August.
And then where?
Then it was Dayton, Ohio, which was great because in Dayton they had. Let's see. They broke the sellout record in all of professional sports.
What did they have hot tubs in the outfield? Like I enjoy those. Like the minor league baseball parks. What they do to get people to go to games is awesome.
Yes, it was constant stuff in between innings. It wasn't hot tubs and stuff like that, which I wish it would have been. It would have been a lot better.
And what was the best gimmick that a minor league stadium you've ever seen? You're like, holy, because I watch all the games that happen in the middle of the games. Like every time there's a game that's happening on the Jumbotron, I'm playing.
You're in.
I'm playing.
And you're winning.
You're damn right. If you're going to move that bottle around with the coin underneath, it's under 2. 2. Pick 2. If there's like a photo match thing and it's like there's 9 photos and you have to pick the same player,
you're winning.
I'm winning it. And it's always normally 2 and then one of the other ones. It's normally 2. It's usually the second one, just from my study and research. But you have to have seen a lot of the action.
I've seen a lot of them. You get sick of them.
Have you seen the Simba hold?
The Simba hold it's tried and true, and
I like that one.
Every AAA ballpark that I've ever been, I've seen the Simba because it's like it's on the cusp of the big leagues. It's like the 4A player, as we call it, like guys that like get to the big leagues and go back down. Get to the big leagues, go back down. It's like the
Simba is almost at every major league.
Almost good enough to be in the big leagues, but it's just not.
I wish the NFL could get the red panda in there. The lady that's on the bike that kicks the cups, the bowls up onto her head.
Didn't she recently? She screwed everything up.
It
was a
longest heater in the history of time. By the way, longest heater. She was not a streaky shooter. She was not a hit or miss. She was a hit for years and years and years. And she had one mistake, and everybody was like, "It's over. It's over." Is it? Man. Is it? I don't think so. A lady's on a unicycle that's 30 feet in the air kicking bowls on her fucking head.
She's like Lou Gehrig. She had the Lou Gehrig streak, the Cal Ripken streak.
Unbelievable. Wally Pipp. You guys talk about him in the...
We've heard many stories about Wally Pipp.
Many
stories.
So you don't want to get Wally Pipp.
Do not want to get Wally Pipp. There's Eric Davis, played for the Reds forever, his saying is you can't make the club in the tub.
Yep, that's an NFL. That's
that's in every sports saying. But can't make the club in his tub or you'll get Wally Pipped. And you hear that every time he's around.
Because that's said in football. I couldn't even fathom what it is in baseball. They're probably just like, yo, Wally Pipp. You're hungover, huh? you ever heard the story about Wally Pipp? Yeah, that like same league, same everything.
I tried so damn hard to stay out of the training room no matter what. Our weight room in Cincinnati is you have to walk through, or you can walk through the training room to get get there. Mm-hmm. I go around.
Do you enjoy being a Red?
I do. I like it. It's close to home, so it's nice. I think Cincinnati and Indianapolis are very similar in the people.
They have casinos there, though.
They do have card casinos.
Yeah, like not the fucking machine that's
It's
definitely
terrible.
rigging against you.
100% rigging.
Yeah, but sometimes if you get the itch, you got to go scratch that thing, and you go in the high limit,
High-limit video poker.
Yeah, high limit rigged poker, and I am upset when I'm walking out of there. Can't believe I
Expecting
did.
to win.
Yes.
Expected to win.
Yeah, I'm an optimist. I think I'm going into that automated machine casino, and I'm taking every fucking dollar out of there.
Everyone. I love it.
Do you gamble at all?
I do.
What do you play?
Poker and blackjack. One of my teammates, Drew Storen,
He's
the
from
Nationals.
he's from
here.
Indiana too, right? You and him are both from the same town.
We went to high school together. He tries to sell me on roulette, and I think roulette is the most bullshit game in the casino.
I agree with that.
I hate it. And he's
Actually,
he's
Casino War is the worst. I've lost a lot of money in that game. A lot of money because
I
ties are a
refuse.
loss.
I refuse to play anything but poker and blackjack. But when I go and play, like I sat down and played roulette, I was hooked for just about probably an hour because I won the first time. I hit I didn't hit a number.
Everybody's first time.
I hit like the second set of numbers. I hit like black and odd, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'll tell you what.
I'll get every dollar.
I'll get you on a craps table.
I've never played craps.
I'll get you on a craps table and you'll love it.
We were in Pittsburgh. This is a funny story.
Okay,
we were in Pittsburgh,
all right.
and this guy supposedly...
Is this on a road trip?
It's on a road trip.
Because you guys are living in towns for like 3 days.
3 or 4 days, yeah.
You're
usually.
living
It's very rare that we're in there for two days.
So you're in Pittsburgh.
We're in Pittsburgh. We're playing blackjack. This was in the time span that I was at this casino. I was with a couple other guys. We got there. We got there the night before an off day. So we went to dinner. Show dinner, straight to the casino.
Here we go. We're coming into your town. We're going to beat you in baseball and take all of your money out of the casino.
Take all your monies.
Yep.
So we go to the casino, sit there until about 3 a.m.
Oh, I like
Go back to the hotel, nap, not sleep.
Yeah.
Got back up, breakfast at the casino.
Yeah.
Sat there until about 5 p.m. the next day.
Yeah.
But this guy the night before was playing craps.
I just want to let you know, like, there's commercials for guys like you that are like, if you're addicted, you should call this
but
number.
I don't call it
Yeah,
addiction.
but you took a nap, like 3 a.m., then you took a nap, and then you went right back in.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh isn't like Las Vegas. There's only one casino. You gotta
That's
go to
fair.
it.
That's fair.
So, but
That's
I just
fair.
want to let you know, just
But
as
thank you,
friend to
thank you,
friend
thank
here,
you,
peer to
thank you,
peer, I
thank
think it's something to think
I
about. Anyway,
appreciate
so
that.
you go back into the casino.
Go back to the casino.
Of course.
But the night before, this guy rolls in, elbow brace, locked brace, like just had Tommy John.
Yep.
For his dice throwing.
Yep, he's got a fucking system.
It got a system. And they tried to. So this had happened before that this guy just cleans him out. And so obviously this casino was onto him or thought he had something going, but he was in this locked brace, knee brace, elbow brace. They ended up.
Is this all for craps or just from his regular life?
I don't know.
Like, what does this fucking guy do in regular life?
No idea. But the elbow brace had to be for the dice.
Yeah, it sounds like a rookie of the year thing.
On his throwing arm. Yes. Love
Rookie of the year.
Love it.
Another
Rowan
baseball.
Gardner, Ravenboozer.
Yeah, Garden Hoser.
Garden Hoser. Love
Yeah.
it. So
so many
this
baseball
guy,
things. I'm
you're
incredible.
in. You told me you didn't know anything about baseball, but you know baseball movies. So
Henry Rowan Gardner
We're on the
builds
right
that
track.
boat. His friends get pissed off. It's unbelievable. All right. Anyway, so the guy's got a
So this
rigged
guy
elbow.
Got a rigged elbow. Long story short, the casino thinks he's doing something. They kick him out, and he's screaming at the pit bosses. I'm calling the news. I'm calling the news. I'm going to get an interview in front of the craps table. I'm going to tell you how you're kicking these guys out just because I'm winning, and this and that and the other. Gets the news on speakerphone and is just like walking around to all of us asking, "Hey, you want to talk to the news?
Is
Are
it
they
6
screwing you?"
a.m.?
This isn't about 6 a.m. This is, I would say, it happened around midnight, and he was threatening to stay there until the news came the next morning. So,
Yikes.
it was interesting.
This is a
Aggressive.
situation.
Extremely aggressive. But the best part about it, and I drink Red Bull like it's water.
For sure.
But not like this guy.
No free ads.
But, But not like this guy. Cooler, 6-pack of Red Bull on one side, 6-pack of Red Bull on another, with like beers mixed in. So he was all in.
This guy has a potion. It's the elbow brace,
Red
Bull and beer, and he's going. Did he have any clue that he was playing with Reds?
We weren't playing with him. We were just sitting we were in the high limit room next to.
Did he have any clue, though, that Cincinnati Reds players were just sitting
I don't
in?
think so.
No, like he was trying to quote Cincinnati Reds for the news, and he had no idea.
Yeah, and he didn't have any idea.
He gets on the news, though, if he leads off with, I'm here with the
100%.
Cincinnati Reds.
100%.
And not only are they fucking the Reds here at the casino, they're fucking me, too. And my name's John. They call me John. They call me Tommy John here at this fucking place. And that's he gets on the news with that.
100%. No, it was a good story.
Favorite city to play in?
Favorite city
other
to
than
play in.
Cincinnati, because you live in these cities.
Yeah. I mean, Chicago's a good one. The ballpark, I think the ballpark itself is great.
Which one?
Wrigley Field is awesome.
The Cubbies.
The Cubbies are great to play. The atmosphere there is great. The city itself is awesome. I mean, there's obviously everything that you want. I like Miami. I like Miami because of the hotel.
Alex Rodriguez.
Do I like Alex Rodriguez?
Isn't he a part owner of that team? Derek
Jeter.
Say,
Derek Jeter.
now I'll tell you what, I've learned a lot that A-Rod, I don't know much about baseball. A-Rod and Derek Jeter, though, not same people.
Not the same
Very
people.
opposite groups of humans right there. Very opposite. One is a landlord to 50,000 apartments, and the other owns the Players Tribune. It's an interesting situation there.
Very.
A-Rod dates J-Lo, right? Wears turtlenecks on TV a lot?
That's fact.
Yeah. All right, different. But Jeter's team down there in Miami.
Jeter's team. I like playing there. The hotel's great. We stay right on the water. My haircut guy's there. Juice is the best.
So we were talking about this before we went on the
we were
air.
talking about your New York fade that you just got.
First time I ever got a New York fade in my life. Her name's Pamela, and now I have to travel to New York, get my hair did, because for 30 years I've been searching for a haircut. You guys have seen the pictures. I've been a lot of different haircuts. This one is my haircut.
Well, then
I found it.
it's like a glove. If it fits, you got to go with it. If you break it in, you play it until it breaks.
How many gloves do you have in a year? You're a
I
catcher.
go through one. I've had the same one for almost 2 years now.
What?
Yeah.
Same glove, 2 years? Does it not beat the fuck out of your hand?
It's beaten up, man. It's ripping. Like,
You just
on
got
my
a
thumb.
raw ass hand right now?
I put a pad kind of up.
Like a
in the-
maxi?
No, not quite. We do call those. We do call some things.
Go on. I want to hear what you were going to call it.
It starts with a P, ends with an ussy. Pad.
So what? I don't think I get it. But can I buy Val?
Pussy pad.
Oh,
pussy pad.
because your hand. I played catcher one time for the Indianapolis Indians here, AAA affiliate.
Oh.
Because I was trying to see if I could do baseball. I took infield practice. I took BP to a guy that was actually pitching. Was that dude actually pitching, Todd? That guy? Yes. He threw like a 90. He threw like a 90.
How'd it go?
92 mile an hour. Away from me. I was batting righty. It was
Slider.
Slider. Bang. There it was. What happened?
How'd it go? How'd you feel?
I fucking hit it. What do you think
You
happened?
hit it?
Yeah, Tucker. Yeah, I hit it. What do you think this
That's
is?
impressive. 92-mile-an-hour sliders are nasty.
Never took BP before in my life. Well, that's a lie. I did it one time because they had me throw an opening pitch for the Indians, but it was just like a guy like softballing it to me.
Right.
I've never
But
faced.
you hit 92 with movement away from you, and
Yeah, I made
That's
contact.
impressive.
So like the first 3 pitches though, I shit my pants. It was a Henry Rowan Gardner situation.
stayed back of the box.
Back
Oh
of the
my
buck,
God,
back
oh
of
my
the
God, oh
buck,
my God,
and then I bailed out actually. I bailed out because it's a lot of trust you got to have in that guy throwing that ball.
Yes.
Whenever you're batting, you guys are in a game of trust and you don't even know it.
People talk about putting like sticky shit. They get mad for pitchers putting sticky shit on the ball or on their hands or whatever. Fuck that. I want it on their hands because I don't want to get hit in the head.
Dude, when I was batting,
I don't care.
I was thinking that when I was batting, I was like, no way. This dude is throwing the fastest thing I've ever seen in my life, and it's less than a foot away from me, and it's a hard fucking ball.
Yeah.
So the first 3, I was like very scared. But I could see it. I could see like the laces. So like when he was pitching it, I could see it. I ate an edible beforehand. I was
Nice.
dialed in. Everything was in real slow motion. And I could see the laces. And I always heard baseball people say this. They're like, if he can see the ball, he can hit it. Like if he can see it, he'll be a major leaguer.
You hear all the smart coaching fans in the crowd. When
Yes.
you play. See the ball.
See the ball.
Head
You
on
can
it.
see
Head on it.
Yeah, you
Thank
can see.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's it right there. It's just like in hockey. They're like, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yep.
Yeah. But I could see the ball. And I was like, I don't know if this is normal or not from what everybody else says, but I can see the fucking ball. And then like it was the 4th or 5th one. Like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to hit this. And I didn't hit it hard, but I
made contact.
I made contact.
That's enough. That's a win in itself.
And I might have been able to run it out too, because it was a little drooper. It was a little bit of a blooper.
Nice.
Not a set bunt, but it looked a lot like one.
I love it.
Yeah, I felt good.
That's impressive. Just to make contact on 92 running away from you is pretty impressive.
I would never do it again, but I don't have to. I only got to do it one time. So I have that story right there. I'll never do it again. I don't have to do anything. It's forever. It's done.
It's a win.
Absolutely. All right. So you're a catcher with that wears a pussy pad because your hand is soft and delicate and
Not
very
soft and
important to
delicate.
society.
It is important to society, 100%.
Yes, 1,000%. That's
Can't
what we
break
mean
my
by
hand because I can't make the club in a tub. We'll revisit what we talked about earlier.
Mr. Pipp.
But yeah, my glove it's tearing apart. It's ripped on my thumb. It's ripping like in the web, and so it's probably on its way out.
Do you not have like a glove deal
I do, but it's just I get
with Wilson?
Mizuno.
Yikes.
Yeah, Mizuno.
Are those the only 2 competitors in that field?
No, there's Wilson, Mizuno, Rawlings. I mean, there's a ton of them.
Do you do
Everybody now is making gloves.
Do you do any content like online for Mizuno?
I don't.
What would be a video that a catcher could do that would be mind blowing?
Mind blowing.
Because what you guys have to see every single pitch. Like you have to. Like, have
think-
you ever caught a knuckleballer?
I've never. I faced R.A. Dickey in Atlanta this year, and I felt and I looked like I'd never picked up a bat before. It was awful. Awful.
The ball is
The hardest thing I could ever fucking do. I swear to God.
in your life.
Yes.
Knuckleballer, stand in there.
You're telling he doesn't know where it's gonna end up.
He's just trying to hit an area.
Yeah, an area, and I'm supposed to hit the fucking thing.
And as a catcher, though, how are you supposed to do that? Like, how would you handle a knuckleballer?
Not real sure.
I
don't want to know. I really don't want to know. It would be really hard.
The Reds draft the number one knuckleball prospect,
best knuckleball pitcher ever.
And you're just having a nightmare every fucking game he's up.
I would just jump like hockey goalie, like jump.
You would literally just be standing with both. Maybe
Yes.
you wear two gloves.
Blocker. I'd wear a blocker and a fucking glove. I would wear hockey gear. I would have to wear fucking hockey gear. 100%.
So you have to read every pitch.
Yes.
Is there some guys that you just have no idea what's about to happen? You're like, holy fuck, how did it move that much?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
First pitch you saw from who was a mind blower? Like, welcome to the big leagues type thing.
Aroldis Chapman.
What the fuck is Aroldis Chapman?
He on record of throwing the hardest pitch in Major League history at 105 or 106, I think it is.
American? Miles per hour?
American miles an hour, yes.
So not like kilometers that are like super high.
That's correct.
100 and what?
105 or 105.
Like, what is that batter thinking when that thing's rolling by? Because if I'm driving 70 on the highway and somebody blows by me at 100, I'm like, holy fuck, look at that person going. 105 mile an hour rocket getting thrown off of a guy's hand.
When I caught him when he was with us, if he didn't hit me within like a foot by foot box, like in my chest protector, good luck.
There's no way you're going to catch it.
Good luck.
What's the ump thinking back? I've been watching a little bit of baseball here when it's sporadically on. I never got into it. I don't know much about it. I was in Pittsburgh. The Pirates were terrible. The only thing we went for was to party.
Love it.
Those umps get hit
Oh yeah.
right in the face.
Oh yeah.
And they just kind of walk it off. See you later. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, it's you feel bad as a catcher when it happens because obviously you know how to.
Yeah, are they blaming you?
At times I've seen guys kind of get hit and they turn and look at you like, "What the fuck were you doing?" They're like, "I don't know."
Where were you? We're
he
in this
didn't
together.
know what he was doing.
Yeah, that's the.
So I'm supposed to know what he's doing.
You are. You're supposed to protect that guy.
There's a good video. I was in AAA. I don't know who we were playing. It was an affiliate of maybe the Yankees. And a guy at the time named Curtis Parch throws a pitch, hits the hitter, ricochets off the hitter, hits me, hits the umpire right in the dick.
That's awesome.
One of the best videos I will
Boom,
have ever
boom,
seen.
dick?
Yeah.
Oh,
and he goes
man.
down. It was, I
Does
laughed
he?
out.
Do you wear a cup?
I do. Oh, yeah.
He wears a cup.
Oh, he has to.
The ump has to wear a
has
cup.
to. I would.
Does it help?
Depends.
I don't know how
Not
you wear
really.
it.
Not really. The worst is when it gets up under it and it kind of pinches.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
That's not good. That's like having your hand
the
like in a
worst.
door, or like a closet.
It's the
like
worst.
when it
I think
slaps
I'd
in there.
rather have my hand in the door.
Just take the blatant little nutsack pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
It's the worst.
So you've always been a catcher?
I play. Yeah, in pro ball. Yeah. So it's.
Do you know exactly if a strike is coming or a ball is coming? Do you try to frame it? Is that something that everybody talks about?
It's a thing. It's
Framing is something. Have you ever gotten a call and been like, good fucking, like good for me?
Like I want to pat myself on
Yeah,
the back.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I bet you the pitcher's
Absolutely.
thinking the same thing, right?
100%.
Does
And
a
then there's
pitcher-
other times where I've caught a ball and it's clearly a strike, but I fucked it up and the pitcher wants to kill me. So it's the same thing.
Does that conversation happen in the dugout in between, like, I don't know.
Sometimes it's happened before. Like, hey, let's clean it the fuck up. Yeah, pretty much.
Do you ever walk? So, like, for Vinny, if I would save a hold for him and he'd make it, like, I would give him time to compliment me. You know, I would give him time to let me know. And then I would maybe just drop it in there, like, I'll tell you what, made some magic happen there.
100%.
And then he would go on a rant thanking me. I'd be like, yeah, thank you. I needed that. Yeah, Vinny, I needed that. I get in this holding situation, I'm so nervous that I'm going to fuck it up for you the whole time. Like, I just want a little credit.
There are guys that you got to kind of be like, hey, man, like, if I would have caught it like that, there's no way in
Hey,
hell
just
you
a little
would've
heads
punched
up.
that guy
Just a
out.
little heads up. Yeah, we don't have 3 outs yet if I didn't catch that ball. Like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%. There are guys, but then there are other guys, obviously, that come
good guy.
over and
Are pitchers weird?
every one of them,
Fucking weirdos.
the weirdest.
Kickers and punters are supposed to be weird, but I don't. Every kicker and punter I've run into is either like a super nerd or they're really cool. And then I watch these pitchers and the shit that they do, and then I watch a couple movies, and I feel like the pitchers might be the weirdest humans on earth.
They're the weirdest. man.
Ritualistic. They're very into rituals, right?
They are. It's my favorite pitcher is the guy that I'm really like laid back in the clubhouse. Like up until the game starts. I'm laid back. I talk to people.
Well, you have 700 games.
Right.
If you're wasting energy before the games, you might die.
But my favorite pitchers are the guys that it's like, don't talk to me, fucking stone face you.
What?
Stone face you, like walking by like it's
before the game
like
even
it's
starts.
Game 7 of the World Series
Every game.
at 2 p.m. when they get to the park. It's like,
Do those guys survive?
I don't know how.
Matt Stover was like had a bunch of weird shit he did before kicks. And I was like, man, you're 20 years into this thing. Your brain is going to be about to blow up with all the rituals.
I don't get it, man.
No.
I can't play like that. Some guys they wear the same undershirt until they give up a run or.
You're wearing the same fucking glove. Let's not talk about that.
It's a glove. It's a fucking glove.
But you're still kind of doing the same thing.
It takes a little while to break in the glove. It takes 2 seconds to go change a fucking T-shirt. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but that glove, you're wearing one of them very important and delicate to society pads underneath your glove. I mean, I think you're one of those guys. You're wearing, but the glove is probably pretty sentimental.
It is.
I mean, that's your life right there.
It's a T-shirt or a glove. You take your pick. You take your pick. Or did you have when you punted? Did you have to wear the same shoe?
I designed a couple pairs. They're the McAfee ones, the McAfee 2s, the McAfee 3s.
But if you were having a good year, did you wear the same cleat?
No, I changed them out.
You change them out every once in a while.
So the leather, I wore a tight shoe, and the leather was like a delicate leather. That's why it was such a good cleat for me. And I would blow out the sides of it like on a regular basis. So I would have to roll through 3 to 4 of them a year.
Okay.
4 to 5 of them a year.
But you weren't out there wearing a blown out shoe just because you'd hit 5 in a row inside the 20?
No, but would have been a good, like, blow the leather off the ball, blow the leather off the shoe because I'm so good. Never the case. Usually it's when I fuck up and I drag across the ground and the thing just busts and I'm like, God damn it. So it was a terrible kick and I lost my goddamn shoe. Yeah, fuck me. Yeah, it's a rough day. All right, so the World Series are bumping right now, humming right now.
Best World Series I can remember.
Are there juiced balls?
100%.
So
the balls they've been juiced all season.
So baseball's trying to become great again.
100%.
Yeah, because the
100%.
steroid era was awesome. That was the only time I ever got in. I still know Sammy Sosa utilizing the Caucasian filter on Instagram. His ass and Mark McGwire just bombing, and Barry Bonds. I remember that because it was like it was topical, it was relevant, it was exciting. Here we go. We got these machines just hitting big balls. And then they had to crack down on it for health reasons, which makes sense. I don't think you should test for anything and then you let them do their thing because baseball was gigantic. Then if we're businessmen, I understand we make a bunch of money off of hats every fucking where, but let's make the game great too. And now they're using juice balls. How much of a difference is that?
When they have to put something in your locker every month, a paper from the Players Association or from Major League Baseball that explains the process in which they're picking out the baseballs, you know something's fucking up.
There's too much money. There's too much money being involved right now.
It's crazy, man.
So how are the baseballs? They're just beat up more? They have more bounce? They have more spring?
I don't know. I think they're putting a humidifier, really, I think I really do.
Do you think they're because they're like
or a dehumidifier, excuse me.
So a beat up football travels like 7 to 10 yards further if you get a good ball that's beat up. Is it the same thing with baseball?
I have no idea. I don't have an answer for you on that. I just know that balls.
Yasiel Puig hit a one-handed homer
that happened on the reg all year.
One-handed homers.
100%.
Wow.
Broken bat homers. I mean, pop-ups. It should not be.
So
homers.
Those balls are just a magical thing.
It's like hitting a fucking Titleist, like a Pro V1.
Tink.
Yeah.
It's like you're using a metal bat.
It's similar. The balls are ridiculous.
So
they even talked about in the World Series. I think I heard last night that they said that they're even different in the World Series than they were during the year. Like people are talking about, like the pitchers are talking about, they're slicker, they're wound tighter.
So it fucks the pitcher, helps the batter.
100%.
So like in football, when I was kicking, the quarterbacks got to pick in high school and college. The quarterbacks got to pick the balls that we used in the games. So the kicker, I'm bottom of the totem pole. I get it. I'm zero, but I had to kick. I was at their mercy. And they would pick like a Wilson GST ball, which is terrible to kick, and then a Nike ball that was just terrible to kick. But literally, there's nothing I can say. In the NFL, you got the K ball. The pitchers have to pitch these balls that are juiced for batters. They just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see guys that have been around a while. They've played with the different baseballs. Pitchers. I remember during a game this year. I can't remember who was on our mound, but he'd get a ball, he'd look at it, throw it out. Get a ball, look at it, throw it out. And it happened for like he went through 2 or 3 balls until he found a ball. I don't know if it was because it was slick or if because he felt like it was smaller or whatever. But it's a joke, right?
How often do you get shrugged off? Who calls the play? Who calls the pitch? You or somebody else?
I put the sign down, but ultimately, obviously, it's a pitcher that decides what to do.
So how many times knock us?
It happens every game at some point, for the most part.
And what is the dynamics of giving the signals? There's so much finger action going on. I don't understand it. Do you guys have like hey, we're going to go on the third call this time, or hey, this inning we're going on after I do this signal? Like the gamesmanship of signs and stealing signs is probably one of my favorite things about baseball.
You know more baseball than you lead on, because both of those sign sequences are exactly what we talk about.
Well, I just have a brain.
Oh, okay, fair. But yeah, I mean, each guy has a different sign sequence, man.
Do they tell you or do you tell them?
They tell me what they're.
So the pitcher will say, "Hey, I'm good with knowing what I want after this signal is given."
Yes,
100%.
100%.
Who's going to win a World Series?
I think the Astros got too much momentum right now.
It would be awesome for the city of Houston. They
100%.
fucking need it. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me from Indianapolis, Indiana, a Cincinnati Red, the catcher for the Reds, and a great conversation. I appreciate this. You just learned me a lot right there.
I like it. Thanks for having me.
Tucker Barnhart. Thank you so much, man. That was
dude.
absolutely awesome. That was really cool. A little baseball talk here. A little American pastime. I like that.